Hello, welcome back to Planet Crafter, Planet Humble. We're playing the DLC. We have a lot going on right now. Our terraformation score is going off the charts. You can see, I mean, we're nicely terraformed. Everything's nice and green. Not quite luscious, but I mean, we're getting there. We got trees and stuff like that. For now, the second largest bottleneck is plant and insect generation, because this produces larvae. I think you need larva to produce larva, but we're gonna get there when we get there. In order to get this one, we need 64 tons of insects. We can get there. I think we can really increase insect generation with this right here, insect spreader rocket, if we can increase our biomass. So I think what we're gonna wanna do is double down on plants a little bit more. So we'll try to push plants a little bit more today, maybe make another couple of T3 tree spreaders, and then I see that we are almost at T3 ore extractors. That's great. Otherwise, we can make a couple more plant generation rockets if we wanted to. I think I'm gonna start there. We are plus 6250, so we need another four rockets for it really to have an impact. So we can do that. The other thing we can do is another T3 tree spreader. Let me see if we have any tree seeds. If we have any tree seeds, I'll do this. If not, I think we can make a tree seed. Yeah, I'm not seeing any tree seeds here. So if we come over to this genetic or DNA modifier, see, we can actually make tree seeds. They're not amazing, but they only require mutagen and tree bark and then a shanga seed, which we have a ton of. So 125%, 150% here with Nulna, 175 with Tusca, 250 with Orima, which I'm pretty sure we have, 400 with Vulnus, which we probably have, and 450 for Shriox. So let's go with Shriox, and there's our T3 ore extractor. That's really good. Let's go with this one. Tree bark, mutagen, and a T2 mutagen, which is very easy for us to produce, for the record. We have a ton of tree bark, we have a ton of mutagens just ready to go. So we'll throw all this in here. 1, 2, 3, researched up, and a Shriox tree, you know what, we'll take it. The other thing that we need to do is obviously make this a tree spreader. That's 153 energy. It's no joke. Although I forgot, we put down a fusion reactor, so we're totally good. Plenty of fertilizers, that's not a problem. Plenty of zeolites, plenty of bacteria samples, and then a super alloy, which appears to be no problem, and a zeolite. So we'd actually make a handful. Of tree spreaders if we really wanted to. I would like to consider putting them alongside these other ones. I know it's ugly to have them all next to each other, but they all then get the benefit of the increase. See that plant generation plus 500% that they're getting? It's good because of the T2 optimizer that we have kind of floating around here. So once we put this in here, it actually won't do anything for... Yeah, it actually won't do anything for plant generation, will it? The tree is entirely oxygen generation. Kind of forgot that, if I'm being honest, but you know, it's okay. It's all right. We'll deal with it. You know what that really means is the seeds matter less than the actual plants do. Just want to make sure quickly that there's no other plants. That there's no other plant generation items that are better. Hold on one second. No, honestly, that's really it. Like I said, the other thing we can go into is insects, which I do want to do today if we can get more larva. Larva is our limiting factor, as always. Now, we should be able... Yeah. After we can start crafting animals, we can create common larvae right here, for the record. All right, yeah, I'm gonna look for the larva again. We'll just kind of stroll through the world a little bit and look for more larva. I'm going over here to the sand because for whatever reason I always have good luck finding larva in the sand. Nothing. Man, that's brutal. Yeah, see, larva would show up here if there was any larva spawning. I know that from our last playthrough. Yeah, you know what? Amphibian farms will help us because that will get us animal generation. So let's just make a couple more these plant and oxygen ones because the oxygen boost that these give is insane. Yeah, the oxygen boost that these ones give is, I mean, look at that. That's plus 165,000. So I'll make maybe like 2 or 3 more of those. At least it's something, and we can launch another couple of rockets. Yeah, I mean, because again, that'll help with our terraformation score up here and get us to amphibian farm. Now, I think we still need eggs to get amphibian farm, so that's its own thing. How about water life collector? We could start there. That's not a horrible thing to make. Water life collector, we can't because we need silk and we need larva for silk. Man, this is really tough. I mean, not much else we can do. We'll make more tree spreaders. We'll make 2 more. I mean, we might as well. We'll have to make 2 more tree seeds too. But that's not hard. We know how to make them. 1, and then I do have another one floating over here. 2, we need that. All right, so you right here, we know are 1, 2, 3. That'll get us the Shriox. Good. And now I need 1, 2. I need zeolite and super alloy, neither of which are a problem currently. We have our nice little automation going with all of them for the record. So we'll put both tree spreaders over here by the ugly area that we're creating. 1, let's make sure it gets the bonus. It does. And we'll put the second one right next to it. I know. Oh, that one doesn't get the bonus, so let's put it a little bit closer. Yep, it gets the bonus now. You can see that 500% that I'm looking at. We'll put the tree seeds in there. At least right now it is increasing plant generation. So, you know, again, we're okay. We're in an okay spot right now. Let's launch a couple of plant generation rockets. We'll launch 4 of them. I just forget what they are, so hold on 1 second. I have 1 common larva. I don't know why, but I have just 1. I only have 3 Lerma seeds, so I can only make 3 rockets, which is fine. We'll go and make 3 rockets. It helps with our insect generation. Okay. I mean, it got close. That would get close to doubling. So plants are 3.3. So, I mean, yeah, we were at 6,000%. Now we're at 10,000%. It's gonna be moving our plants and biomass. At 17 gets us insect spreader rocket. Well, I'll tell you what, we can upgrade to the T3. What does this cost? 289 energy, which is a lot, but energy is not really an issue anymore. What is a T2? So it's just 3 titanium and an osmium rod. Let's do this. Let's upgrade some of ours to 3 titanium and an osmium rod. Osmium rods we have over here. Okay. And let's just go prove this concept. We're going to go to the uranite, and I'm going to just put it down here in actually, you know what? I have to take one of you out. Yeah, see, this is the problem. They get filled up. There you go. And then we're going to drop down a T3 in the same location. This is going to be targeting uranite. And we're going to say supply of uranite. There you go. So T3 is great because obviously you get to choose what comes out of it. And that way it means we don't have to come back here and do this every time because this is full. Ultimately, we can't do anything with this currently because it's full. So what we need to do is, again, just clear this out and then we can make another T3 here. I think probably 2 T3s are enough for the most part, but we're gonna have to do this a couple of times over, and that's you know what, probably gonna fill a decent amount of this episode. Fish eggs, amphibians are coming next, which can give us some naturally spawning frog eggs to help us with animal generation. That can be good. Biomass is moving. Look, it's at 11.15 now. We only got to get to 17 to increase insects by, you know, launching some insect rockets, and we'll launch a whole bunch of insect rockets to get this thing cranking and get us over here to ecosystem. And then, you know, animals, we have to wait for frogs. So let's build a whole bunch of T2 or T3 ore extractors. It's something we can do. We just need 3 titanium and then 1 osmium rod. So let's see how many osmium rods we have. We have 2 here. We have 3. So we have 3 osmium rods. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We can make 2, and I'm gonna get Okay. So, osmium, let's throw you in here. And then I gotta come over here and just put these plants, put these tree seeds in here before I forget, because I'm gonna keep forgetting if not. And that will increase oxygen pretty nicely, increase our terraformation score more. Let's drop the second ore extractor. Where? I mean, this, look at this. This is all the super alloy, iridium, and uranium we're really gonna need. We really don't need too much more than that. So our T3, we could probably do sulfur. We can also probably do, let's replace the sulfur one. Okay, so this one will replace, oh, sulfur's full. Well, shoot, maybe we don't have to replace that one. Super alloy rod and iridium rod. Iridium rod and then a super alloy rod. I mean, we have enough to build 2 fresh ones. Why don't we choose another resource and build it there? Where did we put the osmium? Didn't we put 1 osmium over here and we put 1 zeolite one over here? Why don't we totally replace the osmium ones? Or we can add, yeah, we can add a second, an osmium one here and a zeolite one there. That's a T3. That's not going to run any issues, or run into any issues. There you go. And supply osmium. It's not gonna run into any issues with this just being full. And then I'll run over and do the same thing over in the zeolite one. It just guarantees that even if we forget to check it, which, you know, I'm known to do, even if we forget to check it, we won't run into issues where it just stops producing. It'll always be producing. Now the T3 ore extractors are a little bit slower because they're only extracting just the specific ore that we want. I did notice that they do extract fairly slowly. Where did I put, oh, I was gonna say, where the heck did I put my ore extractor? Let's put this T3 right next to it. And I guess it doesn't really matter where we put it. Just put it here. We want zeolite coming out of here, and we want to make sure that we supply zeolite. And we're good here. This one's good. I'm sure this is full. Yep, that's what happens. We can replace them, but we do have now that consistent zeolite coming and consistent osmium coming. Could do one for obsidian. That's not the worst idea in the world. Let's check over here. See if there's any of that rare larva that spawns. Hey, wait a second. Common larva. Oh, that's so good. I have no clue what. Oh, thank you. Okay. I have no clue why this is the only location on the planet that larva seems to be spawning. I seriously have been walking around everywhere forever, and I have not been getting any larva. I mean, you guys have seen it, I think, as long as it makes its way into the editing. I mean, I've been walking around for feels like years trying to get larva, and I have not found it. I don't know why, but there is larva spawning right here. So I'm going to fill my inventory with larva. Great, great, great. Things are spawning again. Just right here. I don't know why, but just right here. And the good butterfly larva. Oh, thank gosh. Yes, and we're even getting the rare butterfly larva like I had thought was going to happen out here. Okay, we are full of larva now. Honestly, Guys, I don't want to risk it. We're gonna sit here for a little bit longer and just grab literally all of the larvae that we can. So just hang on, I'm gonna fill up the truck's inventory and my inventory. I don't want to risk it not spawning larva again and me being gridlocked into not being able to do anything. Kind of insane, but I didn't pick up too many more, and they're gone. They're gone again. They're just not here. That is supremely frustrating, but you know what? Fine. That was a big win. That was a huge win, in fact, because we got a lot of rare butterfly larvae, and we also got, finally, usable other larvae. So a couple of things, we got 4 of those really good butterfly larvae, and we got a ton of other stuff. First thing I'm gonna do is right off the bat, we're gonna make that silkworm, the silk generator, because we need that for some things, including fabric and including this water life collector, which is going to, if we don't do this, this is going to prohibit our animal growth. Silkworms, now that we can, because we have uncommons. Silkworms are uncommons, bacteria, and fertilizer, which 1, 2, 3, and then fertilizer 1, 2, 3 is easy enough. I probably want another incubator, or 2 or 3 at this point. Oh man, that feels so good. Fantastic. Okay, yeah, I'm thinking we put another incubator down, potentially. What is the incubator? Tree bark, T2 fertilizer, super alloy, and oxygen. Tree bark is no problem. T2 fertilizer, super alloy we know is no problem. And I do need an oxygen capsule right there. We're good. We need energy, but energy is not a problem as well. Let's throw down this incubator, because these can take a decent amount of time, honestly, so go. That's number 2. And, you know, I wouldn't be opposed to just doing one more. I do need T2, another T2 fertilizer, but if I recall, yeah, algae squash and 2 methane, that's not too bad. Algae squash and 2 methane for our T2. I'm just gonna go ahead and make 2 T2 fertilizers. And so now I just need 2 oxygens. Check my energy. We are not good. We don't have it. And then, do you need a little bit more energy? So I'm gonna make our big boy here, nuclear fusion. We need all the pulsar quartz. Yeah, we need pulsar quartz for that, so hold on. So let's make 1 more incubator. We'll have 3 incubators. We don't really have a good spot for it, so I'll just put it here for now. I mean, look, maybe 3 incubators is enough. What do we say? 1, 2, and then bacteria sample, right? Uncommon larva, bacteria sample, fertilizer. There we go. Okay. Good. Maybe 2 isn't. Maybe 3 is enough for right this second. We have silkworm. We have silkworm. We need energy, so we'll handle that in just a second. Where's the larva go? Larva we put over here. And then our silk generator, we need 1 more silkworm, and then we need a zeolite. Zeolite's no problem, right there. And we can actually finally make tangible progress. Gosh, that is so much better. We probably want 2 of those silk generators. They're very slow to generate silk, just for the record. Let's just do it, because we do have a ton of uncommon larvas. We have 5 more. We probably want to hold on to the rest of those uncommons because we're gonna need them, I think. But we will do 1 more. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then we need 1, 2, 3, and then here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah. And then. Okay, so we can get 2 of these silk generators, and where will I put them? I'll tell you what, we're actually gonna put them upstairs, and we're gonna have a silk cabinet. Yeah, we'll just put them right here, near the food growers, and we're gonna make it, cause look, it doesn't show you. It takes forever. We're gonna supply silk, and I'll make a chest somewhere specifically for silk. 3. I have a feeling that we should just make it over here. Okay, I know it's a little bit out of order, but we'll say demand silk. So silk will come here, and that'll be fine. We can make that second silk. Again, 2 is good because honestly, they kind of take forever. Supply silk. Perfect. And there you go. That's some pretty nice progress. At least we got silk generated. We need silk for wildlife collector, which I really do want to start making so that we can start collecting eggs for animals. That's going to be really big if we want to ever get anywhere close to the common larva down here. Plants, we're really close to gas extractor. Biomass, we're really gas extractor T2. Sorry, biomass. We're really close to insect spreader rocket, which is good. It's just going to increase all of this, get us really close to ecosystem. And maybe by next episode we can hit this ecosystem and hopefully be good with our larva. So with that said, thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I'm happy with the progress we made here. I'm frustrated with the bugs though, and I'll see you in the next episode.